are at the Vernon Hills Park District Sullivan Center, our nationally recognized Vernon Hills Park District. And so we're here to talk about some of the things going on this summer, things that are so easy for us to tap into as residents and non-residents, or kids that go to Hawthorne, they're considered residents by this. So many programs. We're so fortunate to have all this going on. And one of the things coming up is summer camp. It is time. It is kind of past time. You need to sign up if you want to go to Vernon Hills Park District summer camps this year. We're with Julie Friels and Anna Swain, and we're here to talk about camp. And I heard there's some camps already filling up. Is that what you had told me, Anna?
Yes, Teens Camp, for example, for grades 7 to 8, a couple of weeks are already full, but there are still other weeks that you can sign up. Camp registration this year is by weeks.
By weeks. So when you say by weeks, that means you can pick and choose depending on your family schedule?
Yes, you can pick the weeks that you need care, and then you could take a week off if you're going on vacation or out of town. So it's very flexible registration.
Well, when we talk about registration, whatever we talk about today, you've got the book in front of you, but it's also, there's an online guide that pulls the camp stuff.
Yes, you can look online or you can look directly in the summer program guide and look at all the different camp offerings that we have for early childhood through kindergarten through all the way up to grade 9.
When you say early childhood, I looked in your thing, so like 3-year-olds.
Yes, we have preschool camp and STEAM camp for 3 to 5-year-olds this summer.
Interesting. And when we also talk about so say a child is kindergarten, is that kindergarten finishing the year? Is that kindergarten going into next year? How do you figure the grade?
All of our grades are going to be what grade the child is going into for the 22-23 school year.
Okay, what do they say? A rising kindergartner, rising first grader. Okay. And Anna, you mentioned about some of the camps for older kids. I saw you have counselor in training, and then you've got some like charitable service camps.
The Teens Camp is a charitable community service project, correct? That's the camp for grades 7 to 8. And then I've got Grade Outdoors for grades 5 through 6.
Okay. And can you talk about that charitable service? What you've done in the past? You don't have to give away all your secrets for what's coming up, but just the fact that these kids really do good things.
Yeah, we've helped out at senior citizen homes. We've gone to the food bank and to feed my starving children, for example.
Excellent. And now another thing in your flexibility and your partnership, we had mentioned that Hawthorne students, you always get the resident rate if you're in the Hawthorne School District, but you partner also, so if somebody was in the Hawthorne Enrichment Institute, there's a way to kind of extend your day. Who wants to talk? Oh, hey, the kids.
That will be my camp. That's Kids on Camp, so that extends the HEI. So it follows, HEI goes until noon, and then Kids on Camp starts at noon until 3 p.m.
Okay. And it's interesting because you've got flexibility of age, interest, schedule. I mean, what more can you want? I mean, it's great. And you would like people, though, to start signing up, if you haven't already, pretty quick.
Yes, space is limited. As Anna said, there's a few weeks that have already filled up. So we do encourage residents, if you're looking to register online, that deadline is May 31st. And all the weekly camp deadlines are listed in the summer program guide.
Wonderful. Thanks for taking the time. You guys have a great summer. And for all you guys that are campers over here, have a fun time. Thanks. We have moved over to the skate park. We are so cool. We're in the bowl where all the action happens. I'm with Jack Shear. He's one of the rec supervisors, but you're kind of like Mr. Party, Mr. Events man. Lots going on. And one of the things we were just talking about is the Craft Beer Fest is back. And that was kind of like a mark of the pandemic when the last event, right?
Yeah, it was the last thing we did before shutdown in March 2020. So took a year off, and we're back at it with the 8th annual.
Well, and let's talk about it now. What's going on? It's a little bit different timing. It's an afternoon event this time around. And by the way, if you're watching this, it's May 21st, so it's coming up quick if you're watching this today. But May 21st, it starts in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's going to be 3 to 7 p.m. in Century Park. We're moving outside this year. Hopefully the weather holds up for us. But in case we do have a backup plan to do it at the Sullivan Center inside if we need to.
Well, and when we talk about being at Century Park, you know, what a beautiful venue. And I think I've heard people say, I didn't know it was an arboretum, but it's an arboretum. You got little tags on it.
Yeah, all the tags on the trees, dozens of species out there, and got it certified several years back. We're pretty proud of that.
So it's double good. Beer, trees, it's all good. And then just watch for updates in case it has to move in, because the weather does, every day is different around here, right? So
Yep.
that's the 8th annual Craft Beer Fest. That's an adults only thing, as
Yep.
everybody knows. Another big thing, adults only, or it's for the adults, is the comedy showcase coming on July 22nd. We're going to be there soon.
Yeah, we're bringing back Richard Label. He's our MC. He's coming back. He did a show here last summer with some great talent from the Chicago and Milwaukee area. And our headliner this year, we got Tim Welko. We were pretty excited to get him for our Friday night show. And he's a big name, been in the industry for a long time. He won the grand prize on America's Funniest People and opened for some big names, Whitney Houston, Elvis Costello. So we're pretty stoked to have him.
Well, when you think about it, too, I think people think, oh, it's a comedy show at the Park District. But what people don't understand is this nationally recognized Park District that we have brings people in from all over the nation. So it is really a high-end kind of thing. Like, instead of go downtown, just come to the Park District and watch all the good names.
Yeah, like I said, we were lucky to get him for a Friday night. He'd usually be in the city. So come on out and see him at our Family Aquatic Center. We'll be in the back area there with a little stage, and we'll enjoy some comedy.
Comedy and some refreshments, I believe you always have coming up. And then before we get into some of the other things, the other big thing I always think about with the summertime is Rib Fest for you guys coming up August 19th and 20th. Little Bear Rib Fest is going to be back, right?
Absolutely, every August, and I think this is our 11th annual. So we're excited to have Rib Fest again. Same Century Park Arboretum out there, and we've got some great talent coming in. Gonna have blues all weekend, and blues, brews, and barbecue, as we always say.
Well, and again, it's one of those things. These are the names that you bring in for the variety of blues. You bring it in from all areas, different genre of blues. It's high-end stuff that people come from all over. It's names people are going to know, especially if they really love music. It's a great opportunity. Then you've got just stuff all the time. People are going to have to look at the website. There's stuff all the time. Coming up in June 4th, you've got like Kids Fishing Day. That's one that if you've never gone fishing, somebody else can help your kid figure out how to fish.
Yeah, we've got people out there to put on bait, take off the fish if you don't want to touch it. But it's a learning day. Come out to Century Park. We'll be at the boat dock shelter, and it's always a fun one. We'll have people from the Libertyville Fishing Club as well as our own staff.
Yeah, I like that idea. That if you want to bring a kid over, somebody else can do the dirty work. It's awesome. So, and you've got different things going on, like movies in the park, Deer Path Park. You guys, it's kind of like the go-to thing. I see people on their bikes or with their wagons.
Yeah, movies in the park. It's the last Friday in June, July, and August, and we just start the movie at dusk over at the Warrington Shelter area, and it's free. So come out, bring a snack, bring a pizza. People kind of set up a little picnic there and enjoy the free movie.
Wonderful. And another place you have movies, you do movies over at the Aquatic Center as well, the Flick and Float.
Yeah, we call it the Flick and Float. We'll have 2 of them this summer, and we just bring the tubes from the tube slide and put them in the main pool, set up our giant inflatable screen, and have a poolside movie.
Fun. Well, and I'm sure Robert's going to talk about this, but you do have that. We're going to go back and have the family camp out too. I don't know if that kind of ended with the pandemic, but we're back again in June for that. But let's talk about the Mighty Kids Triathlon. That's coming up August 7th. It's going to be a different route, isn't it, this year? Or is that what I heard?
Yeah, because we're having because of the construction going on with the Lakeview renovation, we are going to be doing it from the Family Aquatic Center over here. So it's a slightly different route this year, but we're ready to go for those kids. Have a great experience for them.
It's a great experience, and it's kind of like become a tradition for a lot of these families. I know they look forward to the Mighty Kids Triathlon.
Absolutely.
So there's so much more. It's all on your website, and more stuff, it gets added all the time. You're always sneaking stuff in there. So
Yeah, always be checking the website, our events calendar, as well as social media. We're always putting stuff out there, and there's a lot going on this summer.
excellent. Thank you for doing all this. We appreciate it, and have a good fun time. Everybody, remember, find out all the stuff going on through the Park District. A lot of cool stuff. Thanks, Jared. We've moved over to the Family Aquatic Center. beautiful facility here with Robert Wood, who's the aquatic supervisor. And Robert, this is the year we're going to have everything back and operational.
Yep, everything is going to be back and operational. We're planning on opening June 4th for the summer. The Lazy River and slides have not been open in 2 years, and we're really excited that, one, we have the staff to open it, and two, that we're going to be able to have this great water park open for the entire summer.
So if somebody hasn't been here, I mean, explain that there are how many slides and Lazy River and all the things you got.
Yeah, so we have a 700-foot lazy river. You must be in an inner tube at all times to ride that lazy river, and then we actually have 3 slides. One of them is an enclosed / half open tube slide, and then we have 2 body slides, one fully enclosed and then one open.
And you've got sand pits, places to sun, places to read, places to be lazy.
Oh yeah,
Great.
definitely. We have our sand play area. We have plenty of deck space with plenty of chairs for people to kind of lay out with our shade structures. So we're looking forward to a really good summer. Really good summer.
Well, and you mentioned, I mean, you have the blessing of enough staff to do this. We hear that all the time, that's not enough summer staff, but you've got such a great crew. So shout out to all those people that are going to keep our kids safe. What a great team you've got.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're looking forward to it. All the applicants that have come in and interviewed and that we've hired they're looking good. They're looking like we're going to have a really solid staff this year, and I'm excited for that because we haven't had, a full facility open in 2 years. 2 years, so it's looking great.
Looking like back to normal, back to summer fun. Now, one of the things you do want people to know about is the pool pass holders. There's some housekeeping you need people to do. So if you've got that announcement for photos.
Yeah, so anybody that has bought a pool pass online must come into the Sullivan Community Center or Lakeview Fitness and get their picture taken and their key fob as well. We need everybody to have their picture and their key fob, so that way when they come in for the first day, there's no hiccups. They can just come right in, enjoy the pool.
And speaking of that, so that's season passes. And do you have to be a resident to have a season pass? Can people like friends and neighbors also buy season passes?
Of course, yeah. Season passes are open for everybody. It's not just our residents. There is different fees between the two, but everybody is welcome to have a season pass.
And if I don't have a pass, I can come for a day and bring my relatives that are here for visits.
Of course, we do have daily options as well. So resident, non-resident, same exact thing. Come enjoy the pool for the entire day. It's just one flat fee, no matter what age you are.
And you can get snacks here. I always like to point that out.
Of course, we do have the Bobo's concession stand, which is that way. So burgers, hot dog, pizza, the typical poolside things.
And it's in addition to fun, there's also learning, because I know you have the opportunity for people to learn to swim at all ages. I saw as young as 6 months old,
Yep.
and then on up through adult in different settings, whether you want private lessons or group lessons.
Yeah, correct. So we do have our Learn to Swim program. This is actually going to be the first year that it's back at the Family Aquatic Center. Lakeview Fitness is under construction right now, so we moved everything back outdoors, and our swim lessons are actually going to be held in 4 sessions this summer. You can pick from one of the 4 sessions, and there's 8 days in each session with built-in rain days, just in case, since it's Midwest.
I was going to say, it might start raining in a couple minutes, so we should probably hurry, right? So, and plus you have a lot of special events that go on here,
Correct.
like Flick and Float and teen nights and things. And you can have your birthday party or corporate event here.
Yeah, so we're hosting birthday parties this summer, and it's a fantastic opportunity. You'll be able to have your little grassy area. The concession stand will provide food for that birthday party as well. And then if you're looking for more of a private event, we do host those on Fridays and then Saturday evenings as well.
So the pool is opening June 4th. We'll cross our fingers that the rain, no rain.
Yep.
And more information is on the website. You can find it all there.
Correct. Everything is up on the website, or you can give the front desk a call at the Sullivan Community Center, or just call me directly, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. So.
Wonderful. Remember, this is the year to learn to swim if you haven't already, because we got a lot of great pools here. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.